Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong! Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG Krunkk coming at you in episode 7 of this Let's Play Sevtech survival series. Welcome back to the Krunkk Cave, everybody. We're kicking off today's episode with a little bit of grindage over here, making a bunch of bone meal out of the dragon bones that I have been collecting from that giant skeleton in the beautiful Krunkk Lakes, all the way over there. Last episode, we ventured across Krunkk Lake to get ourselves some farmland from the villager that we traded with in the last episode. I've got some very face-palmy news for everybody out there today, though, guys. We didn't really have to trade with that villager at all because, well, according to this, we can actually make farmland for ourselves just using some bone meal and some dirt. And it's rather embarrassing considering the palaver that we made about going all the way back to that village to do a bit of trading. However, we did manage to complete this task in our tutorial section here, which, by the way, we still haven't finished yet. Good stuff, Ren. Episode 7, and we're still in the tutorial. Lovely stuff. Listen, I am kind of taking it easy in this series, in case you guys haven't noticed by now. During the recording of this series, I'm actually on holiday in South Africa. In fact, I'm probably on a beach right now with the sun blazing on my body right now, my dudes. And this is a sort of pre-recorded mini-series for all of you guys out there. So, yeah, unfortunately, for the beginning of this series, I've not been able to keep up with the comments that you guys are leaving, probably telling me all of these things. And I'm sure a lot of you guys were face-palming like nobody's business in the last episode about the fact that we can just make farmland. But it's all good, man. We live and we learn. Maybe today we will try and get deeper into this tech tree over here. But there is a very important task that I would like to get going with for today's episode, and that is creating a farm for us here on Krunkk Island. We've been doing pretty well for ourselves over the last few episodes. We have got a whole bunch of different nutritions that we need to take care of in the food department. Fruit, grain, protein, and vegetables. Right now, we are completely covered with protein because we have these 4 fishing farms going absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness, look at all this junk that they're picking up, man. Them villagers are throwing their rubbish into the lake of Krunkk, and that rubbish is being caught up in our nets over here. It's absolutely disgusting, all of their secondhand bowls. I mean, this is just unacceptable. The good news is, of course, we are catching an insane amount of fish, which is awesome. Amongst other things also, right? Like little lily pads and stuff. That's cool. Ooh, it actually has a root underneath it. That's awesome. And we're getting a bunch more vines too, which we can use to slowly decorate the Krunkk Cave. A bunch of sticks also, which is useful, and the bones are useful. I tell you what, guys, these fishing things are absolutely awesome. I love them, man. But let's kick things off today, guys, with a little bit of Krunkk Island maintenance. I played a little bit off camera, actually. As you guys have probably seen, every time we start a new episode, there's a little bit of progress that has been made around here on Krunkk Island. And that's mostly because I'm having so much fun playing this mod pack. It is absolutely awesome, man. Let's just add a couple vines around here. Get some coolness factor going, right? We'll add like maybe a vine door into the entrance of Krunkk Cave. But every morning when I wake up in real life, guys, I log into Sevtech here. I do a little bit of maintenance, collect up some sugar cane, maybe harvest ourselves a couple of berries over here, and head over to the trash pit to throw away anything that is in my inventory that I don't want. Everything here is looking good, though. And yeah, sort of collect everything around here, maybe do a little bit of cooking, and do a little bit of item management. Of course, here in Sevtech, it's kind of difficult to take care of your chests. You got to make sure you keep your chests nice and organized, or things get a little bit out of hand. But there we go, very good. And I think we keep our sugarcane in here. Yes, there we go. I'm starting to actually memorize like where I keep all of my things here. And we've got a whole bunch of things over here. Make sure all the lids are closed. Okay, good stuff. Nice. Krunkk maintenance has been achieved for the start of today's recording session. Let's get on to some real business here, shall we, guys? And that is creating a little bit of farmland. Now, I don't really want to go back to the village to get more farmland, and I guess we can, oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. We can just make ourselves some farmland, right? So 64 dirt with 64 bone meal should make ourselves 64 farmland. Okay, good. So we have literally got farmland for days. over here. We still have quite a few vertebra left in the dragon skeleton. I think you can see it all the way in the distance over there. It's still quite a lot of skeletal structure left, so we should be able to harvest a bit of farmland for quite some time, which is going to be really, really awesome for us. I think getting some bone meal like this at the beginning of Sevtech is probably a pretty good thing. I would encourage anybody who's playing a bit of Sevtech off the back of this series to try and get yourself some bone meal as fast as possible. Right, let's pick ourselves up a garden trowel, guys, and let's start preparing a little bit of a farmland area here. I would like to create a little farm here for Krunkk that is going to be supplying him with fruit, grain, and vegetables, right? We want to have a farm that does it all. And I reckon this is going to be a perfect little spot for it, all the way here at the front of Krunkk Beach. We should probably at some point get rid of this mud over here, man. This beach needs a little bit of love. I think we need to get a bit more sand in here, right? So we can lay down here and get a little bit of a tan. I mean, let's face it, guys. Krunkk is very pale right now, isn't he? I mean, no wonder no Krunkk ladies have wandered into the Krunkk cave. Krunkk is an absolute disaster area right now, man. He is pale as sin. We need to get a bit of color into this guy. Catch some rays, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Anyway, let's clear out a little bit of the dirt here, and I'm using the garden trowel to sort of maximize on resources. We are collecting worms. There's going to be more bait for our fish traps. We are getting some plant fibers out of this, some more dirt. And, well, that's what I think Sevtech is all about in the beginning. It's just trying to maximize your resources. We don't have access to any farms. We don't have access to any factories, anything like that yet that we can use, to create all of the resources that we need in the mod pack. So we got to sort of, really take care of everything that we collect in the early game. We need to treasure every little bit. Even every single little worm needs to be treasured. Speaking of which, shall we drop these worms off into the fishing traps so they can catch a few more fish for us? GG worms, RIP. I'm sorry, you're going to get consumed, and you're also probably going to attract a bowl that's floating down Krunkk Lake from the village, and for some reason the bowl kills you. I ask no questions. Right, so farmland looking pretty good, except for the fact that I don't really know how the farmland in Sevtech works. I'm assuming that it works similar to the way that it does in survival, but I have seen a couple of bits of farmland around the map. Look at this, right? We got a couple bits of farmland here. This looks to be some wheat over here. Shall we actually pick that up? Do we get some seeds? Oh, there we go. We got some seeds there for the wheat, so that's good. And these are beetroots, right? And I suppose we get the beetroot seeds too. There we go. But this farmland doesn't seem to break. What is this, actually? Let's break that. That doesn't seem to have been anything. Okay, so that didn't grow. But when we walk around Sevtech, I've seen often these little patches of land here. And in vanilla Minecraft, of course, you got to have a water source next to your tilled earth to keep it alive. But, oh, look at that. It actually died. That is kind of worrying, guys. I wonder if we have to provide some irrigation for our farmland. I don't actually know the answer to this question. I suppose we should probably just give it a test, right? Shall we do some experimenting? I'm just going to search Krunkk Island here for any more of those little patches of tilled earth. Maybe we can get a few more seeds and whatnot. I actually have collected a few vegetables and stuff that we could plant. So at the moment we've got seeds. We've got beetroot seeds. So we've got wheat, we got beetroots, and I think I've also got some carrots that we could plant. Yeah, we got some carrots there. And we also picked up these apple seeds from the farmer villager that we traded with. I have no idea whether that's tradable or not, but why don't we give this a go, guys? So if we plant this farmland in a little bit of earth over here, oh man, it looks so cool. Is that going to die? I don't actually know. I suppose what we're going to need to do is start a little bit of planting over here, right? And maybe we should try and keep this nice and neat. And what I was thinking we could do is actually we could have crops, right? So like vegetables and grains, and then we could have berries, like so, right? Like in between the lanes of the farm. I think that could be really cool. It actually looks really awesome. Although we're probably not going to have enough berry trees to do this completely. Oh no, look at that. It died. It actually did die. Okay, so it looks like we might need to get some irrigation going here, right? In order for this stuff to grow, or in order for us not to murder all of our crops here. So let's just get a little bit of light here. Is this all secure? Let's press F7. Yeah, this is safe to work with. So I suppose we might have to do a little bit of primitive irrigation work here. I don't know exactly how far the water will flow from the Krunkk Lake into the overland rather. Shall we give this a little bit of an experiment? Let's sort of dig out a trough, I suppose. I mean, this is kind of how a caveman might do it in real life, right? Is this going to help? Is that going to help? How far can we actually go? Okay, so it goes all the way to here. That's about as far as we can go. And it looks like, I can't actually tell whether that is helping or not, right? We just lost another piece of farmland there. Does it need to be a whole water source, I guess? Oh, look at that. That looked like it did get irrigated there. That one just got irrigated too. Okay, excellent. So that does actually work. Nice. So instead, oh, by the way, let's test something here. What happens if we use a garden trowel on mud? Does anything happen? Do we get anything other than we get terra clay lumps? That is interesting. So that is from the garden trowel. What happens if we use a shovel? Then we get the same thing, right? Terra clay clump. Oh, so this is something different. This isn't actually mud. This is terra clay clumpage. Whatever the heck that is. So I suppose we're going to have to make our farm like this then, right? Instead of having it sort of more inland, we'll need to make these little things with these sort of irrigation channels, which is actually really cool. I really like that. It would have been a bit unrealistic to just make a farmland just in the middle of nowhere, right? And what I've really been enjoying about Sevtech is how realistic it is, or how realistic it tries to be, really. I kind of really like that about it. And yeah, look at that. That's going to work really nice, right? So we're irrigating 2 rows here. And then maybe what we can do is have our, where are we going to put our fruit? I mean, maybe the fruit just goes on this side of the farm, right? Because I suppose, oh, I know where we can stick the fruit. We can stick the fruit in between the different rows of irrigated land here, right? So there's the fruit, like that, growing in between. And then we could have another irrigation channel over here, right? So this is another irrigation channel, just like so. And that's going to give us... oh, I see what we're going to need to do here. Actually, we're going to have to find a completely different place, I think, for our wild berry bushes, because we want to maximize the use of our irrigation channels here, right? We need to turn this into irrigated land also. And I wish I had another garden trowel, actually. We're digging up a lot of dirt here. We're sort of wasting all of the worms that we might be getting from this. So I tell you what, we are going to be able to easily make that. We've got, what, some sticks over here? Yeah, we've got some 23 sticks like this. And to make this garden trowel, I think, is like this. And a bit of dirt at the top, very strangely, and a bit of flint in the middle. And then, well, it is time for Krunkk Smash! Another garden trowel. There we go. Okay, good stuff. And this garden trowel needs to go into the bin because it is now broken. And we could use this other garden trowel for the rest of our irrigation work over here. Nice. Man, so I wonder if there is some way for us to make a bucket or something where we can pick water sources up and maybe try and extend our farmland. I mean, for now, I'm pretty happy for our farmland just to be sort of flowing from the beautiful Krunkk Lake here, guys. This is crystal clear water, absolutely delicious water here in our beautiful world. And oh man, it looks like we might have a problem over here, right? Because I think this one is going to be a little bit shorter. Oh, isn't that cute? But it's wrong! That is one of the most disturbing things that I've seen in Sevtech to date, guys. That is absolutely horrifying. Piranha has been trapped by our boat, which is kind of interesting. We could actually make a piranha trap out here, which could be pretty good if piranhas actually gave us some decent stuff, but they don't. So, yeah, not too worried about that. Anyway, oh, he broke free, and he broke my boat, and he swam through my irrigation ditches. Oh, you miserable, miserable fish. What are you up to? Oh, yes, get into the frickin' pit there, my dude. That's where you belong. In the garbage pit. Stupid freaking piranha, man. Jeez. Tell you what, breaking our raft and everything. There we go. Now we're going to have a little bit of a problem with this particular one here, guys. I have a feeling that, yeah, we're not going to have a strong enough water flow to get the same distance. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to be one thing out over here. We just caught another piranha. Oh my goodness, guys. I tell you what, this is getting really, really weird. Why are there so many piranhas spawning over here? Jeez. I hate these things, man. They're absolutely horrible. And then he goes back into the water. Okay, good stuff. You want to rumble, piranha? There we go. Get out of my face, my dude. I'm trying to make a farm over here. I mean, honestly, how rude. But yeah, looks like we're going to be able to have, what, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 rows of field here, which is awesome. Actually, we don't even need to dig this up, right? This is a little bit of waste here, actually. Hold on, let's just sort of replant this here. We don't need to do that. Well, we do actually need to change it into farmland over here, actually, to maximize on our irrigation ditch here, right? So let's get that switched out here. And that's probably going to be more than enough farmland that one Krunkk needs. I mean, if we were to find ourselves a cave lady, then we might need to expand our farm because, you know, we might have a Krunkk family incoming and we'd have lots of mouths to feed and stuff and probably need a lot more different types of vegetables and whatnot. Got to feed them kids the greens, you know? But as we are literally just a single caveman, I don't think we need too much food over here, although I would like to potentially grow as much of the different food types as possible, right? So that is kind of my goal over here. But there we go. I guess, is this going to keep hydrated here? Oh, that also keeps hydrated, even though it doesn't come all the way to the end. So we're learning quite a lot of things about agriculture here in Sevtech today, guys. Very nice. I think we should probably make sure, yeah, I thought there might be a little bit of darkness here. Let's just make sure that things are lit up. And, well, that's going to be, that's yellow because of the sugarcane, but that's fine. So this is where we're going to be planting our croppages, and a stupid piranha broke our boat again. I mean, geez, piranhas, come on, leave my boat alone, guys. So this is where we're going to be planting our crops, right? And I suppose we can plant our berries behind this, right? We could make like a nice little neat sort of berry plantation behind the crops over here. Yeah, that works quite nicely, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. I guess, yeah, we'll make it like this, right? There we go. And we can switch this one, put that one over here, and that sort of completes our wild berry grove quite nicely. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Man, that is tasty. Krunkk is getting real happy right now, man. He's going to have all the different types of foodage ready to go. Now, let's try to figure out exactly what types of food that we can plant. These apple seeds, I wonder what is up with the apple seeds. Are the apple seeds going to grow trees, or do the apple seeds grow little apples? I have no idea. Let's try plant this. That's going to make an apple tree, it looks like it. That is really awesome. Okay, so maybe we'll have a little bit of an apple grove over here, guys. That sounds pretty cool, right? So let's like plant a few more of these apple trees. So like one there and one here, I suppose. Oh man, are we gonna break this seed? No, we won't. Okay, so we could actually plant a bit of an apple grove, which is really cool. Maybe we'll plant one here and then like another one over here, right? That could work out quite nice. And then maybe we'll have one more apple tree all the way on the end here. Very good. Are they sort of separated nice and symmetrically? There we go. That should do. All right, so we got apples growing. Good stuff. And I suppose I don't really just want to grow things for the sake of growing things. I want to grow food that is going to be good for us. So I suppose grain is a good start, and carrots are a good start too, I suppose. I don't know if carrots are any good in Sevtech. They might be worse than we think, but let's get some carrots growing on over here. Beetroots, I'm not really that interested in beetroots, although who knows, we might actually need beetroots at some point in Sevtech, so maybe we will have a row of beetroots growing over here. And I guess that's already 3 different types. We've got the fruit berries growing over here. So that's already quite a lot of different types of food for our Krunkk farmland. That's excellent. I do want to quickly go to the mainland, though. Shall we see if we can go find ourselves a couple more seed types here for our farm? That could be pretty useful. Was that a piranha jumping at me? No, I think it was just a squid. But this is awesome, guys. We actually have a proper little farmland going now, and I'm very well pleased with this, man. We don't have to worry about food now for a very long time, which means we can focus on other stuff in the series. You know, getting your food sorted is kind of important. Ooh, here we go. We got some more interesting things here. Carrots. That looks like potatoes. That's probably really good. I have no idea what this is. Let's have a look what that is. Ooh, is this something real special? Oh, we can't actually pick that up. We haven't discovered that yet. Oh man, that is kind of annoying. Can we just hold it in our inventory? Okay, let's hold that in the inventory. I don't know if I'm going to be able to store that or not. That looks like soybeans or something like that, right? That could be really awesome. But we got potatoes, we got carrots, and let's do a little bit of exploring out here. We've actually not come out this far yet, which is pretty cool. What are these things? That's cool. Oh, what is this? Horse tails. No idea what that is all about. Man, we still have so much to discover, guys. It's actually unreal, man. Here we go. Let's get a couple more seeds. And that looks like a mature version of... What was that? Did we pick anything up? Hemp? Ooh. That is interesting. Hemp, I'm assuming, is going to create clothing and stuff like that, right? I think hemp was used in in the Stone Age to make clothes and roofs and canopies and stuff like that. So that could be pretty awesome. That's another potato and a few more seeds over there. And whatever this seed is, I think we'll pick it up again. So that's quite a few extra things that we've added. No, well, not really. We've added potatoes, then we've added whatever this is. No idea what that is, and some hemp. So that's 3 more things that we have added to our farm. I don't know if there's anything else that we can get, although I would like to maybe collect a few seeds here so that we can make sure that we have enough seedage for our agricultural experiment. And I guess what we can try and do is use some bone meal. Also, I don't know if that'll fast grow the crops, but we could have some experimenting with our farmland. And well, this is the furthest that Krunkk has adventured off his island since the beginning, isn't it, guys? I'm getting a little bit nervous right now, actually. I don't want to be caught out here in the middle of the night. It could be really bad, but man, this place is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, there's a massive cave down there. Oh my goodness, look at this. Whoa! This is freaking awesome. We've just come out of a massive forest into like a giant grove of some kind. Oh, this is amazing. This is so cool. We definitely have to come and explore this. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a villager living out here too. Hello? Is there anybody in here? Oh, there's a villager in here. Hi. What are you, a butcher? You will trade us raw pork chops for bones. That is a really good deal. Carrots for raw beef. We're about to start growing carrots. Oh, and you will give us raw mutton for sugarcane. Guys, we have just found an amazing villager. Wow. He trades a whole bunch of amazing stuff with us. What did I just do? Is this a chest or something? Oh, it is. What is this? What am I carrying? What even is this? Is this a shelf or something? I have no idea. What is this? Have I, like, untrapped you over there? Oh, look at this. He's got some stuff in here. Oh, it's like a cabinet. That is so cool. My dude, I'm gonna take your cabinet. I'm really sorry about this, but I kind of want this. I want this cabinet. It's really awesome. Now I know what some of you out there are saying. Krunkk, you're a filthy caveman thief. And yes, you will be right about that, guys. I did jack this cabinet from that villager in broad daylight, but it is an absolutely awesome block. I'm putting all of the tools that I kind of need but don't want to carry with me up there. And now we have sort of easy access to the different things like the trowels and the work blades and whatnot. So that is absolutely amazing. Thank you, villager. I'm going to try get that villager over to the island if possible. I don't know if villager transport is actually a thing that we can do in Sevtech, but I'm going to look into it because he had some pretty awesome traits. Now, in other awesome news, guys, I have been working out here on the Krunkk farmlands, and it is coming together an absolute treat, man. Our apple trees are growing also. Those seeds actually sprout into saplings and then eventually they grow, which is really cool, except I'm not seeing any apples coming out of the trees. Hopefully they will fall out of the tree or grow on the tree or something, but that's pretty cool. But take a look at this. More importantly, I have been growing some of our crops out here, and the most exciting thing about this, of course, is that we can bone meal this jazz, and that means I've added a chest to each of the different rows here, and I'm going to slowly but surely be collecting food, although I think I'm just going to let these crops grow naturally. I'm not going to use bone meal to grow them because we've got a very limited number of vertebrate to get through, and I don't want to waste them all on our beautiful crops out here. So that's going to be the plan for the Krunkk farmland, guys. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to grow that hemp, which is a bit of a pain, but that's okay. The hemp is kind of a weird thing. It doesn't really do anything. It makes hemp fibers, which do stuff, but yeah, we can't actually grow this, it looks like, and I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more too. But right now, we are growing all the different things. We've got a free lane over here for when eventually we figure out what these seeds are. But here we're going to be growing potatoes. In this patch here, we're going to be growing grain and wheat in this patch. We've got some beetroot here and some carrot on the end. So we got all of the different vegetables, all of the different grains. We've got protein coming out of the fish farms. We've got wild berries coming out of our wild berry grove and from our apple trees. So my dudes, we are absolutely sorted for food right here on Krunkk Island. This is a great day for the Krunkinator, and he's just hoping that this farm will lure a cave lady from across the Krunkk Peninsula to his cave. Krunkk must smash. You know what I'm saying, my peeps. Oh, anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I'm so happy with how our farmland has turned out. This is an absolutely glorious sight. And man, next episode we can maybe start working on a little bit of tech. Now that our food is done, we can start trying to level up a little bit. Maybe get through a couple of these things on the list. Thanks for watching, guys. Krunkk, Smash, and me are out for now. And we will see you all in the next episode.